I really hope people hate introing as much as I do, because as an awkward person, introing is just awful. So yes, I am back with another review, and who would ever have thought that? Really, this is kind of strange, Meta. What are you doing? But I figured as soon as I had the camera out now, I would do another review, because I just saw that Courtney Garrett, my lovely darling, posted up her pick for this week's Movie Club Strikes Back review, and that was The Taking of Deborah Logan, which I have already watched, and I thought that I would then lose all sense of what I was about to say and punch stuff. No, but what I thought was that I would do my review now, because I can somewhat remember the movie and my feelings about it. So The Taking of Deborah Logan is a new, typical horror movie. It's sort of a found footage style horror movie. You know, when I first saw the trailer for it, I thought it looked really, really fucking creepy. And, you know, I'm not really that much of a horror type. I've become more the horror type lately, but I usually shy away from it because I think that it's really, really scary. You know, I get scared very easily, and I have a lot of difficulties sort of dividing fantasy and reality. It's kind of an issue, because then I feel like everything is just out to kill me. But The Taking of Deborah Logan is actually kind of an interesting thing. It's the story of a woman suffering from Alzheimer's, I believe, or dementia. And as Courtney mentioned as well in her pick video, no, it's something that really scares me. Alzheimer's scares me because it's incurable, and it just hits, you don't really know why it hits people. So that's why I thought that it was interesting, but it was definitely something where I knew there would be some sort of supernatural element in it, because you could spot that from the trailers a mile away, basically. In the beginning, I was very intrigued. I thought that it was very, very interesting. I thought it had a great story. I think the woman who played Deborah Logan did a very great job, and I think that with this type of movie, the found footage style really, really works, and I see myself becoming more and more into that type of movie, because it puts me in the horror mood. It makes me feel scared because it feels like I'm part of it, or you know, it's easier to do jump scares and stuff with it. But then it started to get weird, and then it got very, very, very weird, and that's when I sort of jumped off the train, and I just couldn't take it seriously anymore. I think that it had a lot of great elements. I think it tried to do a lot of awesome things, but I think that in the end it just became another stupid horror movie. I was very, very disappointed with the ending. I did not like it at all. Just not one bit at all. I think it could have done so much more, and I think that if it had another twist, I would love it a lot more. But it just was not interesting in the end. Throughout the movie, I was looking at a girl who's the student or the filmmaker or whatever she is. Kept looking at her, and I was like, where? I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from? Where do I know you from? And then it hit me. She is one of the girls from one of my favorite TV shows, The Tribe, which is, if you have not watched it, it is 90s New Zealand epicness, and it should always be watched by everyone. And I think she did a very, very great job. I really do like her, and I think that everyone involved did a very great job. I think the actors were phenomenal. I was just not attracted to the story after sort of the plot twist in the end and everything. The last 20 minutes, I believe, of the movie was just a shitfest for me, and I didn't really care anything about it. I actually didn't really want to watch the ending because I thought it was so stupid, you know. It was one of those situations where I really just went, are you kidding me? Really? Really? That's what you're gonna go with? Great. I was very, very disappointed because I was really amped up to like this movie, and I thought that it was very scary. And then it just fizzled and just meh. But I do believe that it has some great elements, and I do believe it shows that the found footage horror has a lot of qualities, and it has a lot of good elements, and it has a lot of things that you can learn from and take with you to create other horror movies. I just believe that a lot of the found footage horror movies are lacking in story. I feel like the cinematic aspect is there. I'm scared, I'm feeling it, I'm right there with them. But as soon as the story changes into something very unbelievable and magical almost, in the sense that this one does, I just don't care anymore. I get lost from the thought, and I'm like, it's not scary anymore because this is not believable. I don't understand what's going on here. Again, I really do enjoy the found footage horror style because that really creeps me the fuck out. but the story is lacking, and that's what I thought about The Taking of Deborah Logan as well. Interesting concept, was really hooked to begin with, but super disappointed about where they took it. I would give it, sucks when the ending ruins the entire movie for you, but I would say it did. 2 stars out of 5. That's my rating for this one. If you like found footage horror movie, it's definitely a very good one, and I would say do it, but don't watch it for the story. Watch it for great actors and some great filming, some great spooks, but not for a great story. If you did enjoy this review, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and all that jazz, and I will hopefully see you. Why are you ruining my outro with your loud banging noise? I'm trying, guys. I'm really, really trying, okay?